parametric programming in TPA software. Here we have our CAD system, and in this part of the screen you see the piece. You can have a three-dimensional view or a box view, and here we have the working phase where we will insert our works. At the bottom side you have the standard dimension of the piece and the variable you can use for drawing your piece, and then set it also in directly in the working list. Right now we go in the top face of the piece and insert our setup to do the squaring of this piece. The first three variables that all the pieces have is the LHS, length, height and thickness. In this way I will put a setup in the left lower corner of the piece and choose a tool in my database, and in this way I can see my tool. Then I will insert a setup line, always program it in parametric way, L as length and H 0 and 0. As you see now, you can see the tool path on the piece, and also decide to see only the part inside the piece. Now we can also set a variable, can be set outside, for example 300, and I can also set a little description like length internal profile, and then we can use it in a second profile, work the piece inside the other one. I can take directly the point on the preview, always put minus s and half of the thickness, choose for example another tool, then do another rectangle but using the R variable. With the right click on the mouse I can take the list of variable, see the description of it and insert directly. Okay. H-50, so the next line will go in y direction at H-50 millimeters, and then I close the rectangle. In this case I can also snap one other programmed point and use it only for change the axis, then close the point. Okay, in this way I do two profile in a parametric way, and then if I change here my variables or my dimension, all this profile will remain parametric. Okay. The parametric programming can be used also with other type of working, like fitting. Okay, so for my starting point, I can use my variable art0 plus 50. The final should be L minus 50. I don't know, 80 for the y direction, minus x plus 3 for the depth, and enabling another row at age minus 80. And here set the diameter of the tool. Now, if I change also the variable, you see that all the workings I insert in this piece adapt by changing dimension of the piece and external variable. Now we can save the piece like demo 1, and we can also optimize to see if there are any error about axis limit or unfitted tool and so on. Now we can go directly to our working list board. This is the board installed directly on the machine, where you can control the machine. As you see in the top side of the program, we have the axis of the machine, we have some messages during the cycle. Here there is some devices and some selector for controlling the machine. And in the lower part you have the view of the bench with rail and pots and the list of our workings. If I select the preview, I can see my pieces and decide which one I want to execute on the machine. For example, this one is the one we yet down right now. So I can drag and drop in my bench. The system shows me the possible reference point where I can put my piece, and when I leave my piece on it, the system will automatically draw. For example, I put more than one in different place, and in this way I can program my my list. Here we have the possibility to do also the mirroring of the piece. Like you see this, the second one on the right side is normal, but the first one is mirrored. So I can also check this mirror flag and decide in which way I want to execute my piece. Directly here now I can change the size of my of my piece, and all the working will adapt in automatic way. In addition to changing the dimension directly in the list, I can also change the variable for each piece. For example, put 800 here, and all the profile will automatically adapt. The last important things you can do in our board is to outfit also the bench. So to change the configuration of the bench in order to the piece you have to execute. Here we can have a list of the pod. So I can erase some pod to show you. So right now we have only one type of pod, but I have 3 more pods can be used on the bench. So I can also drag and drop here and change my my bench configuration. In addition, I can also copy one configuration to the other rail, park the rail, and quickly see where I have to position in the pod in order that the piece will be blocked on the piece, blocked on the bench in a safety way, because I see the working, I see where the tool will go, and I can put my pot to be sure that the piece will be easily locked and safe. The working list for sure can be saved and reopen in a second time, and I can also decide to execute more than one piece, for example 10 of the first, 5 of the second, and so on. Here there are some functions that can help you to focus on one specific part to make more precise the position of the pod, and back to the previous view. Now the operator just to run the list, and all of this piece will be executed in a safe way on the machine. So this is the end of this first quick demo. For sure the CAD system and our board and technological configuration are more complex, and there are many features more, but the main purpose of this demo will be to show how easy can be the parametric programming in our system and make a safe running of the program on the machine. So thanks for your attention, and see you on the next demo.